Hey guys, Matt here with Yard Sale Zombie, and I know it's been a while since I posted a video, so I thought I would do a quick one today, just of some things that I've picked up over the past few weeks, and kind of give everybody an update as to what's been going on. So let's get right into it. I think I'm going on week number 2, maybe week number 3 of being officially unemployed and working for myself, doing eBay and selling. And so far, so good. It wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it would be. For some reason, I had this feeling that when I quit, I would want to go back, or I would think that I made a huge mistake. And it's been the complete opposite. I wish I had done it sooner. I feel a lot more confident than I thought I would. Not once did I want to go back, or not once did I think I made the wrong decision. Leading up until leaving the job was a little weird. I thought then I did have those feelings, maybe I'm making a mistake or something like that. But once it was done, it's just been, every single day has been busy. I've either been doing something around the house, going to thrift stores, or yard sales, or just sitting home listing all day, or for hours. Maybe I'll work the morning, whatever. Either way, it's just been busy. I haven't had time to wonder. And the sales have gone up dramatically since I have more time now to go thrifting, sourcing, and to list things online. So it's been really good. I haven't looked back once. So if you're on the line and you're thinking about leaving your job to do this, it's definitely awesome right now. And I've only been doing it for 3 weeks full time. But like I said, I wish I had done it earlier, because it's so fun to just get up in the morning and it's up to you what you want to do. And I actually work a lot harder when I'm working for myself. When I had to go to work, I would just sit there, and not that, I'm a very hard worker. I like to work, but when you're doing the same thing over and over again every day and it doesn't really interest you, there's a certain point where you're just going to basically do the bare minimum to get by. You're going to do what's in your job description and really not any more. And if it's not because you're lazy, it's because you're bored. And that's what happened to me. So far things have been going really good. Now, we're not making as much as we could be because we're doing the roof over. The roof had a leak, so I've been working a lot on that. 3 or 4 full days this past week of me being up on the roof. And there's a couple other big projects going on around the house. So I'm having to split my time between eBay and sourcing and working on the house. So I want to say right now, we're at like 5,000 or 6,000 in sales just in the past month, but I really don't know the numbers. I know that my 60-day total on eBay is like $7,000 maybe, or $8,000 on my little app, and I don't really know. I'm gonna have to do a video where I have numbers for you, but so far it's been great. It's been really great, and a lot easier than I thought it would be. Just the sourcing and bringing home good items, good quality items, and selling them quickly. Once we reached about the 300 mark, we had about 300 items on eBay. The sales really just increased, and I haven't even listed anything for a couple days, and we're still selling 5, 6, 7 things a day. So good. It's been very good. The past couple weeks, well, at least last weekend was rainy, and I didn't get a lot. There weren't a lot of yard sales, so I had to go out to thrift stores. So last week was okay. And then today was also very rainy. Tomorrow's going to be rainy too, but the good thing about today was there was a church yard sale, and I love church yard sales because most of the things they have are donations. And today there was one right here in my town. It was about 5 minutes away from where I live, and the little ad that I found on Craigslist said that you could get in today for $3, the early bird special or whatever, or you could go tomorrow for free. And it opened at 7, and I went this morning, and I was the first one there. There were a couple cars in the parking lot. Actually, I may have been the second. There was one old woman in there. But when I got in there, the place was empty, and I gave my $3, and I walked around, and I'm telling you, I was the only buyer there, probably for 20 or 30 minutes. It was great. I was just collecting everything as fast as I could because I didn't know if anybody was going to come in. I didn't find any video games, but I found some really good things, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I'll show you most of what I got, and I'm going to go quick because I got a lot. I spent $50 total, and I think I had 4 or 5 boxes and a stack of clothing. One really cool item that I found there today was this antique phone. It's an antique bell phone, and it's very heavy. This thing, oh crap, there goes something. I'm gonna guess it weighs like 5 pounds. Put it on the scale right now, and we're at 5 pounds 16 ounces, so it's almost 6 pounds. But it's got this cool shaped phone in the dial, and I looked these up online. It's a Bell system. You can see that right there. And these go for anywhere from $10 or $15 up to like $60 or $70. There's supposed to be a little white circle here, like a piece of paper where you can put your number, and there's also like a little scratch here. So I'm not sure what we'll get for this, but I paid $2. So that was a good find. This is actually a darkroom timer for like photos. It's vintage and it's in really good condition. There's a plug in the back so you can plug your light or your equipment, whatever kind of equipment you use, into it, and then when this hits the target time, it'll shut off. Actually, on the way in here to film this, I dropped it and the little corner piece of the base chipped off. These go for about $15 to $20, so hopefully that... I still have the base. I may be able to glue it on. And this part illuminates. When I bought it, it was only 50 cents and I didn't know what it was, but Harry's here, my father-in-law, and he actually identified it for me. So that was pretty cool. I got some really good shoes there. All shoes were $1, and I got these Bostonian loafers for $1. They're in very good condition. The soles are pretty good. But the real find were these shoes called Robles. I got a pair of loafers for $1, and I got a really nice wingtip, brand new, in the box, never been worn, vintage Roble wingtips. Look at that sole. Pretty exciting. I paid $1. There's a couple pairs of these online going for anywhere from $89 up to like $120. So I'm pretty excited. I've never heard of this brand, but when I saw it, it's a beautiful looking shoe. And it's not my size, unfortunately. It's 11.5, but perfect condition. So I was really excited about that for $1. And then I got a pair of brand new Earth Shoe waterproof like hiking boots. $1. So I cleaned up there. Lately, I watched Rockstar Flipper. I've been watching a lot of him. I really like him because he gives a lot of videos on what to look for, and he doesn't really try to sell you anything, which I really find that refreshing. I hate when people try to get me to give them my money. You know, this is more just like a thing that I'm doing because I enjoy it, and I don't want to have to ask for your money, and that's why I really like Rockstar Flipper. But he has recently been talking, well, actually it was probably about a year ago when he did his video, but about stuffed animals. And so I kind of have my eye out for stuffed animals lately, for some good ones. And this little guy here is named Fievel, and he's from, what was that movie? Can't remember what the movie was. I know he sings that song somewhere out there. But anyways, this little guy here, he's probably about a foot tall when he's sitting, and I paid $1 for him, and he goes on eBay for $35 to $55. He's in really good shape, so he's gonna make me some good money. And then the other stuffed animal that I got a couple more, but this guy's kind of big, and I don't know what he goes for, but it's a Paddington Bear. Sitting down, he's probably about 2 feet tall. In very good condition. I also paid $1 for this guy. I don't know what he'll sell for. I got another pair of running shoes, and then these actually really sell well. If you ever see soccer shoes, and there's basically a flap that covers the laces, and you can tell they're soccer shoes just because they're cleats, but they're more rounded. They're not like baseball cleats, which are a little more aggressive on the cleat. I've sold 3 pairs of these now, and every single one of them has sold for more than $35. And I got these for $1 today, and I think I'll get $30, $40 for these. So keep an eye out for these. Even used, you do want to check around the base. Sometimes they'll tear here, and if you pull back on the leather or the vinyl, it'll rip there. I actually sold a pair like that where it was ripped, and I still got about 30 bucks. You just have to be honest and show in the pictures what's wrong with it. But that was a good find. This was pretty cool. It's an 8-track cassette tape, like the kind that you can record on, and it's sealed, factory sealed. So that's gonna get me about 10 or 15 bucks. I also got one that wasn't sealed, but I just figured I'd sell them as a package. I got this Lord of the Rings card game. board game, whatever it is, like this. I paid $1 for this, and this is brand new sealed. Right now I have it listed on eBay for $49.99, our best offer. So if you're interested, shoot me an offer. Maybe I'll accept it. Now these cassette tapes, when I first started selling, I used to buy these all the time. But now I'm picky because some of them sell and some of them don't. So you have to check, you know, you can't just grab cassette tapes. I have a few packs of these. They're like red and white and they're about this size and they're sealed, but they're not worth anything. They're worth like $5 or $6. So they're not all gonna sell, but some of them do. And I don't know why these do, but these ones are on eBay for about $30. They're Maxell XL2 100s. I don't even know what that means, but quick barcode scan on the back with the eBay app, and you know, I saw $30, $29.99. I'm like, grab them. They were 50 cents, so I can sell those very easily, even if I sold them for 20 bucks, you know, and that's $10 cheaper than what everybody else is asking. I'll make money. A couple vintage hats. I got a Houston Oilers vintage snapback and a Red Wings shoes vintage snapback. Now, one thing I've learned about these things is that on the inside of the hat there was foam behind here, and it dries out. You see how it's all cracked? And if I was to shake this right now, like a yellow dust would just go all over the room. And sometimes it can stain the hat if it's kept in a moist environment. And so I haven't quite figured out exactly what to do with that yet, and what collectors think about that. If they want me to leave it or if I should try to empty it somehow. I'm gonna have to do research on that, but keep an eye on it. This hat, I'm very lucky that it didn't stain because it's white, and it's also, I don't know if you can see it really, but the foam just breaks down, especially in the older hats, and a lot of times it'll stain the front. Maybe there's a little staining here, but I don't know. Just keep an eye on that. It's really hard to get a stain out of a hat if it gets in the white, but these old vintage hats really sell. Here's a couple more stuffed animals that I'm giving it a try. This is like a test. We'll see how they sell. This one actually says Disney 2013, and it's actual Disney the company. You can see that, but I think that's gonna sell better than if it was like Mattel or, you know, just some random company. Oh, I got a little piglet also. Okay, so this one is Fisher Price, but it says Disney Starbeam, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's move right along because I'm slowing down. I'm talking too much. I got two of these. These were with a printer, and they didn't have a price on them. They were on the printer, so I think somebody was thinking to sell them both together, but I just threw them in my box, and when I got up to the register, you know, they're looking for a price, and they're like, I don't know, $1. Got a message from somebody. And each one of these, this one's sealed, and this one, it looks like the box has been opened, but it's sealed. These ones go for about $20 to $30 each. So 40 to 60 bucks right here. And I paid $2. And I got a Garmin Nuvi GPS with the mount in the original box, $2. And these sell for $20, $30, $40 depending on if you find the right person. So that's good. That's about what I got today. Here's an interesting item. I don't know if anybody knows what this is. It's got a handle. The handle opens. Like a grab handle here and a spike at the end. What is it? Anybody know? It's a portable golf bench or hunting bench. And you would carry this with you. Some people use it like a cane. And then when you want to sit down and take a break, you just unfold a little seat, spike the end into the ground, and you can sit down. I paid $5 for this. This will sell about $30, $40, $50 depending on the condition. This one's a little rough. As you can see, some of the vinyl or leather has ripped. So I'll probably get about 30 bucks for this, maybe 20. But keep an eye out for these. A lot of people don't know what they are. And the first one I ever saw, I looked at it, I figured out what it was, and then I decided not to get it. I went to the back of the house and I was looking at other things, and when I came back into the room to get it, another man had it in his hands. And when I got back out to my car, I checked the price, and that one sells for about $100, so I messed up on that. So I always said to myself, if I ever see another one, I'm going to grab it. And last weekend I saw another one, and I grabbed it, so I'm happy. I get my chance to sell one now. That's about it. Oh no, that's not about it. I went to a yard sale after, and I found this picture in a box near the front of the yard sale. It's a guy in a military uniform, and it was just in a box with picture frames. And I picked it up and I was looking at it, and it's only $1. So I asked the lady if she knew who it was, and she said it was in the house when they bought it. They had an estate sale before they bought the house, and this stayed behind. So she said everybody that came to the yard sale picked it up and looked at it, or maybe didn't pick it up, but they all kind of looked at it, and nobody bought it. And I was the first one to show any interest in it, really, further than just looking at it and buy it. So I really like old pictures, so I'm going to reframe this, clean it up a little bit, and try to sell that. And if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it, because it's kind of neat. It looks kind of happy. I'm proud. So I was pretty happy with that. And I did get a few more things, but those are really the highlights. I met a guy here in Pensacola, and he's a friend of Joe, Steph's brother, and he used to work at a running shoe store, so he had a bunch of really nice running shoes, and I actually bought a whole lot from him. And here's an example here of what I bought. There's a pair of Newtons, and I got a whole bunch of like brand new running shoes, and that was a pretty good purchase. And there's a couple more up here. I've been doing really well with the shoes lately, so I kind of just dove into that. Here's a pair of I believe these are Brooks. Yeah, these are Brooks Launch. These I think I paid $5 for. These will sell for about $30. Really, really good condition. You can see that they're like brand new. So the shoes have been doing really well lately, and I've just got shoes everywhere, just because they sell, and they're easy to sell, especially if they're in good condition. Condition. Here's a pair that's mint. These are Gravity 6s, Newton Gravity 6s, and these have never been worn. They have that new shoe smell. The only two of these that I can find online, one was in the UK and one was in Australia, and one was priced at $202 and one was priced at $197. These aren't even on eBay, this pair. Not even on eBay. So I'm going to be the first one to put these on eBay, and maybe at like $150. We'll see what happens. That might be too high, but I'll do or best offer, and hopefully they're brand new. They've never been worn, and they have the box, so I should be able to get a good price for that. So that's about it. That's about all I'm going to show you today. Things here are going well. We're enjoying it, being full-time eBayers and thrifters, and pretty exciting. Things have been going good. I'm hoping to get some good weather tomorrow so I can go out and get some more things, because right now we are just bursting at the seams here with inventory, and I really need to get in here and just sit down and list and just boost us up to like 400 listings, and so we can sell and make a lot more money. So hopefully in the next couple days I'll be able to do that. If tomorrow goes well, I'll do a haul video. If not, I'll probably wait till next week and then do one of those videos where I can tell you all what we're making, how much we've made since I quit, and kind of update you there. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. Get out there and hit some yard sales tomorrow, and I will see you soon.